Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, this is your brother Obair Katchi coming with a reminder on Monday. This will be our second to last reminder. Next Monday will be our final reminder before the month of Ramadan, inshallah. Today, just briefly, I wanted to go over just some of the mental health aspects of the situation that we're in right now in the social distancing time, and the fact that everyone is at home and we're told to stay at home. This could have a toll on our emotions, and the mental health can be challenged, of course. And that's something that's happening nowadays. Reports are coming out of people showing these kind of feelings of anxiety, the fear of the unknown, mostly, especially fear of getting sick, financial ruin, and all of these feelings that are happening. So what are some of the experts saying? That these are all normal things. These are normal feelings to go through, and it's okay to have those feelings. It is okay if you feel that way. It's part of human, emotions, and not to be worried about that. As long as you don't let this overcome and dominate your feelings, where your person becomes so overwhelmed that they become, they have chronic grief and distress, and that has no benefit whatsoever. Being so sad that overtakes your emotions, that brings only no, it brings harm to the heart. It causes you to it prevents you from actions. It causes the shaitan to be happy. He likes when the believer is sad, whereas Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be happy, and He wants us to do good actions so that those actions bring us happiness and contentment. So having sadness, overwhelming sadness, is not good. In fact, the Prophet ﷺ, he sought refuge. He said, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-hammi wal-huzn, that, oh Allah, I seek your protection from grief and sorrow and sadness. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from that, inshallah, ameen. So having a bit of all of these emotions are normal, and sometimes anxiety can actually become a motivator for us to do other actions, to help others, to make a difference, to want us to go out there and see what we can do. So that's it's all there. Now, some of the points that the professionals, they tell us to do. Number one is to take time to talk and listen to our family, to take time and listen to those who, especially the caretakers, those who are taking care of children and elderly. Take time out and listen to your children, listen to the elderly, listen to other people, whoever you are. Give people time. There could be a moment where someone has not talked to somebody for the entire day. Give them some time, listen to them. Just listening to somebody expressing themselves, it makes them feel better. It relieves them. And you could be making somebody happy by giving them time and listening to them and talking to them, and causing a Muslim happiness and causing their heart to become happy is one of the greatest deeds that we can do. So speak to people and listen to them. Moderate the news, the amount of news. We know that overwhelming information, and especially the amount of death that we're listening to, the numbers of death toll. This is not good. This can cause you to become very depressed. So please try to control that. The other thing is spend time, quality time with the family. Spend time with the children. Many parents are worried about their children's education. This is a good time for them to learn as well, because education is not only through school, not only through books, but there are other ways for them to be educated as well, and this is a good learning experience for them. So be positive with them, be positive with your family, show that positive quality, because if you have that anxiety, if you have these negative feelings, the children, they pick up from that. They pick up from our emotions, right? So you have anxious parents, it equals anxious children. And so we have to be careful about that. The other point is that take time out for yourself as well, right? Self-care. Please take time out for yourself. Take time to make sure you get enough rest. Make sure you're taking time out for relaxing. Also for doing dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and taking time out just to clear your thoughts. Those are all very, very important things. They say that even just going over the beads, the dhikr, the beads, it actually makes you feel better. and causes some relief. So making time for the dhikr in the morning and the evening is something that we should be doing, inshallah. Making time out for dua, contemplating over what is happening through the lens of the Quran and the Hadith, that these are all lessons for us to take. There's benefit in everything that is happening. How can I benefit the most in this time? And then taking action to see who needs help, right now, and what I can do to make a difference, and how I can help out people. These are all good things that we can do. Making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, connecting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is an important time. And understanding that you establish your control, that there's only so much that you can do. We can do so much that is in our control, as long as we're taking the precautions, as long as you are doing what you're supposed to do, staying home and following the guidelines. At the end of the day, we depend on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We put our trust in Allah, that everything that is happening, it's with His knowledge. And there, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has, predestined. He's already made everything written out for us, what is going to happen. We have to be content with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's decision, and we do the best that we can. And that's all we can do. And the other thing is to also to go outside. And what I mean by that is, look, there wasn't a nuclear blast that happened where, we have radiation all over the place. Yes, there is an airborne thing that they're talking about, hence the 6 feet distance. But you may go outside if you have a backyard. If you have your front porch, go outside, take some fresh air, stretch, get sunlight. These are all good things. They will help us. They make us feel better. And go out for a walk in the backyard if you have, around your house. You don't have to mix with people to do that. It's important to do that. People think that they have to stay stuck inside the house and they cannot take a step outside. That's not right either. So take a little bit of time out and get with nature. That will make us feel much better, inshallah ta'ala. These are just some of the points I wanted to mention. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for all of us to go through this time. There are many other emotions that people are going through and they're feeling. But inshallah, I just wanted to discuss this a little bit. Remember, connection is very important. When we're connected with others, we're connected with our family, with our friends. This will help us go through this. Never go through any of this stuff when you're alone. And being lonely at this time is probably one of the worst things that you can go through. Please connect with your family and your friends. That connection will keep us healthy, our mental state healthy, right? Inshallah ta'ala. So may Allah help myself, and may Allah help all of you. May Allah ta'ala make our homes a place of worship, a place of sukoon, a place of relaxation, and when we can feel peace. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give shifa to all of those who are sick and all of those who are suffering. May Allah ta'ala bring an end to this situation. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us reach the month of Ramadan in good health and in good spirits. And may Allah ta'ala make this Ramadan the best of our Ramadans. May Allah ta'ala make it easy for all of us to fulfill all of the duties and all of the ibadat in the best way possible. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Subhanallah wa bihamdi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Right before I let you go, inshallah, I wanted to remind you all, this coming Saturday, April 21st, I believe, we are going to have a question and answer, a Ramadan Q&A with myself and Sheikh Jamil. Inshallah, hope to see you guys there, and we will have a discussion. We'll send out the email for the exact timing, and inshallah, hope to see you guys at that time. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.